Daddy, chill.
What the hell is even that?
Oh man.
Okay. Should porn be axed? Question mark. As rehired Kangmin Lee, who got fired for his conservative principles, espouses a conservative principle in leading the charge to ban porn. You see, that's transphobic, don't you know, folks? So, folks, I find this topic to be very... Yes, he's a Korean conservative, Ryan. So he's one of those. He's one of those types. Literally, I know he lives in... I know Kangmin Lee lives in America.
So actually a fascist, so actually a left-winger.
See, now Rhoda's thinking like a leftist. Good idea. But I will point out right here, right now... Don't give me that look, Nick Ricader. You want some more cocaine?
Look, I mean,
but
I haven't had cocaine in over 18 years. Fuck off.
You just admitted to committing a crime 18 years ago. But in all seriousness, ladies and gentlemen, in regards to this topic, I do find it interesting because the source for this topic came courtesy of Smash JT, a creator that we're all... I'm going to assume we're all fans of. My mentor is a great fan of Smash JT, collaborated with him many times.
I like him.
I like him, but I do have criticisms every once in a while. I mean,
yes,
most people do, you know,
and that's fine. That's fine.
Agree to disagree, but we can't do that.
There's nothing wrong with calling out his money-grabbing Jew lawyer, but I will point out,
which I did.
You did. But right here, right now, folks, I find this topic interesting, not just because of the topic itself. Should porn be banned, right? That's one element of this topic. But the other element is separate from the topic, which is the people involved in this discussion currently. A week ago, 2 weeks ago, were united in the principle that there is no place for cancel culture and people shouldn't be hired for their beliefs. They shouldn't be thrown under the bus for what they believe in, which is exactly what happened to Kangmin Lee when he got fired from his job. Thankfully, he got rehired, thanks to Benny Johnson as part of his network that he is building. But I find it very interesting that only a few weeks later, right, as a result of a controversial topic that has always caused divisions among creators, there are those sneaking suspicions of, can we trust Kangmin Lee? Can we welcome him with open arms into our group? Should we throw him under the bus because he doesn't want us to goon? I can feel it bubbling up again, folks. That's why Rhoda had to blow his load earlier on, okay? That's why he had to do it. Go on, Ryan.
Mind if I go first? Yeah, so this...
Sure.
I'm going to call this the Melanie Mac effect.
Wrong choice of word.
Yeah, you know what? I really actually liked Melanie Mac for a long time. I've actually had multiple interactions with her on Twitter. She seems like a very lovely person. She is massively overcorrect. She massively overcorrected for something that was wrong, right? Because what her lineage is that, you know, I married a guy, he turned out to be gay or something like that, and that's kind of like in the zeitgeist. And then she you know, she used to be on the left. I'm not going to say she was like a far leftist weirdo, but she was like
moderate left.
Yeah, and she like skewed to the right, and she's been on Geeks and Gamers. She's been on, you know, Nerderotic, stuff like that. And again, I have problems with all these guys with their takes. I've been on a panel with Gary. Gary's a great guy, but you know, do we agree on everything? No, and he doesn't care, and I don't either. The problem is though, is that when you get to a point like Melanie did, and when you want to start like controlling what people view. I have an aunt like this. That you know, she stands on her pulpit and she thinks that, you know, I know better because I'm you know, I'm a child of God, and you know, all that kind of. Look, I'm actually a spiritual person. I was raised Baptist. I believe in God. I believe that Jesus Christ, you know, was, you know, sacrificed for our sins, stuff like that. But I don't go around throwing it at people's faces who don't want to hear
Yeah,
it.
exactly, man.
And it's like, dude, you don't have to vomit your crap. Just like the left wing shit, you don't need to vomit your shit at everybody else, right? Because, and again, when you actually get called out, and she did, and I'm sure Kong will get too, you know, it's like you protected your tweets, you closed in, and you regrouped, and because you know you're wrong, you're projecting something that is deeply wrong with you, and you know what? I hope she figures that out. But the thing is, though, is that people find this thing to latch onto as a coping mechanism for deep problems, and I think Kangmin was awesome too. He was on Geeks and Gamers, and he's been on a couple things, and all of a sudden he trailed off, and you know, for him losing his job, no, that's not right. It's not right. You know,
do you think part of him might have? Because I know when you are a topic of the day, folks, because my mentor taught me a lot about this. Not many people become topics of the day, right? It's like a baptism of fire in a sense. And some people snap as a result, even if you don't see it publicly. I mean, losing your livelihood like that could snap a person. Now he got it back, but hey, that would be like snapping a bone and resetting it in like an hour or two. You still snap the bone. So it could have had a residual effect where he's on edge now. He makes these statements, and because he's on edge, he's going to defend those statements as a panic reaction.
Oh boy.
Well, and here's the long and the short of it, and this is where I was gonna like finish everything. Pornography, whether you like it or not, I'm not talking about stuff that is forced. I'm not talking about stuff with the innocence involved. You know, innocent people who are held against their will, whatever you interpret that. I'm talking about willing porn from an actual industry that is similar to Hollywood. That is adult consumable. It is consented to, and no, it is a version of freedom of expression. You don't get to, and I know that what Wyoming just passed a law recently or something like that. I saw a news article about, and it's like you don't get to tell people what the fuck to do, as long as they're not breaking any law that you have not incorrectly made or unconstitutionally made. People get to do whatever they want. If they want to beat off 24 hours a day, you go nuts. It's your thing. It's not my thing, but you know what? Because I have to go to work and like do stuff. But yeah, that's what it is. So
I'm going to tell you folks this right here, right now, before we continue. The reason I want porn banned is because I'm sick of seeing Lilith in my porn feeds, and also I'm sick of the fact that Slay Every Game is on Pornhub all the time, and he's not having sex with his girlfriend. Okay,
you managed to get through that without you managed to get through that without mentioning Dash Attack. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, indeed. And Dash. I think Dash Attack was radicalized by porn. I mean, have you seen how he? No, but in all seriousness, folks, for me personally, I'm against banning because I don't believe there is a place for censorship in our society. I do believe there is a place for discouraging things, right? I'm not a fan of vices. All right, there's a place to discourage vices, but once you start banning people, you cross a line. All right, think of the temperance movement, folks. Think of that. How effective it was in the early 20th century. The temperance movement was so effective in the USA in the early 1900s that it actually led to a constitutional amendment to effectively ban alcohol, and it is so difficult to amend the Constitution. Yeah. It really is.
If I could have a quick say on it.
Yeah, sure.
Well, okay, okay, you have to give people a certain amount of freedoms, but I would stop the extreme stuff. Besides that,
I agree.
I
We
would
shouldn't
get
have
rid of
interracial
OnlyFans.
porn.
I would get rid of OnlyFans because there's too many young girls going straight into that, thinking they're gonna hit it big.
I would label that
And,
prostitution. It's
Just let me add
prostitution.
this. Just let me add this clip to it as well.
All the young girls who want to make life with pussy, your pussy will perish with you in hell. May your pussy perish with you. May your smooth pussy, creamier pussy, and tight pussy perish.
Oh my God! May your pussy perish with you. That's going to be a new catchphrase.
That is literally the best thing about Africa, because most African legislation on this, it's like looking in a mirror on what our ancestors believed was wrong, because all of their laws came from us. It's so, because they didn't have law, they couldn't even spell law. Never mind have law. Okay.
I do have a question. Does my mic sound better? Is it louder?
Yeah, it sounds good.
Anyway. So I wasn't the only one.
The clarity is really
quiet.
good, but you're
turn it
quiet compared to the others.
Is that better?
Don't. Yeah. Yeah, don't worry, Ryan. Only those who have hearing impairments can't hear you, and the majority of this
impairment.
The majority of this panel don't. So we can all hear you, folks. And,
I could talk like this all the time.
Oh my goodness, yes, you can eat your microphone. That'd be funny, but I find this to be a sensitive topic.
Mouth in your mouth.
Mm-hmm. What was that,
Shut the
Nick?
fuck up, dude. Shut the fuck up.
Look,
What
we all
you
speak.
calling me Nick. Nick was my drummer's name, not my name.
As in Ricada. But look, we all use black microphones for a reason, folks. Okay? Okay? We're all white people using black microphones.
Mine's fucking silver.
Racist! Use a black microphone to serve you.
He's got the
Mine
white
has a red
microphone.
thing on it.
So yours is Indian.
Oh no, I was gonna say it had AIDS or something.
Oh no. No,
It
it's
was
not
like a
rainbow
dog's
colored.
penis.
But what about Elijah? What do you make of this whole situation?
Well, it's a slippery thing to navigate through, because if you ban something like porn, then what's to stop them from banning anything that they deem uncouth or whatever? Certain things in porn, yeah, it should be banned. I mean, them some sick motherfuckers that watch that shit in the first place. But if they have to be careful and not ban things. Yeah, no, they have to be careful not to ban the things that like they say like somebody gets on TV or
Lilith
whatever.
just blew her load on the show, folks. Just to let everyone know, that's what it
Say
was.
somebody gets on TV and they say something that people don't like, well, they're banned. Or they ban games because they think they're not kosher enough. I mean, there has to be a balance of everything.
Guys, the reason why we won't ban OnlyFans is because my donors need it. My donors own OnlyFans just like they own most VPNs. So we're not going to ban VPNs. They also scan like a barcode that I wear. And when they scan the barcode, they give me donations. And I will not directly refer who those people are, but Matt Gates sends his regards. And I just remembered all.
Noise